The Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution is not your average SUV, and it certainly doesn't play by the rules of conventional off-roaders. Born in the heat of rally raids and engineered with purpose, the Pajero Evolution stands as one of the most legendary and rarest off-road vehicles to ever come out of Japan. Today on Prime Review, we're diving deep into a machine that blends raw performance, rugged heritage, and unmistakable style in a package that still turns heads decades after it left the factory floor. If you're new to this beast, get ready, because this is more than just a 4x4. This is Mitsubishi's rally-bred monster, the evolution of the Pajero. Built between 1997 and 1999, the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution was designed specifically to dominate the Dakar Rally, one of the toughest and most brutal off-road races in the world. Homologation rules required Mitsubishi to build a street-legal version for the public, and that's how we ended up with this road-going warrior. Around 2,500 units were produced, making it extremely rare and collectible today. From the moment you lay eyes on it, the Pajero Evolution gives off an aura of aggression and strength. The flared fenders, hood scoops, wide stance, and bash guards all serve a function. This SUV was built for war zones, not shopping malls. Under the hood, it's packing a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 engine, Mitsubishi's legendary 6G74 with MIVEC variable valve timing. This engine pushes out around 276 horsepower, which may not sound earth-shattering by today's standards, but for a mid-size SUV from the late 90s, this was absolutely wild. Paired with a 5-speed automatic transmission and Mitsubishi's sophisticated Super Select 4WD system, the Pajero Evolution was built to climb, crawl, and fly across any terrain it encountered. This wasn't just some visual upgrades slapped onto a standard Pajero. This was a complete re-engineering. Mitsubishi fitted the Evolution with a unique independent suspension setup in the rear, almost unheard of in off-roaders at the time. That change improved high-speed stability on rough surfaces, which was essential for Dakar, and gave it a surprisingly smooth ride on pavement. Step inside the Pajero Evolution and you're met with a surprisingly refined cabin for such a rough and tumble beast. It's not luxurious by modern standards, but there's a clear sense of purpose. Deep bucket Recaro racing seats, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and an array of analog gauges remind you this is a performance-oriented machine. The seating position is high, giving you excellent visibility over any terrain, and the cockpit wraps around you like a rally car. Even after all these years, the materials have held up well, which speaks volumes about the build quality Mitsubishi poured into these rare machines. On the road, the Pajero Evolution feels unique, like a truck trying its hardest to behave like a sports car. It's heavy, yes, but it doesn't feel clumsy. Acceleration is brisk, and the V6 sings with that unmistakable 90s Japanese exhaust note. The steering is heavier than most SUVs, and the ride is firm, but that's part of its charm. On the trail, it's nearly unstoppable. With excellent approach and departure angles, a locking center differential, and that race-developed suspension, this SUV feels like it could still run a rally stage today. Whether you're blasting down a dirt road or crawling over rocks, the Pajero Evolution gives you total confidence. What makes the Pajero Evolution even more interesting is its street legality. Unlike many hardcore rally-derived vehicles, you could actually drive this to the grocery store, take it through the city, or use it on the highway. Sure, it's wide, and parking it in tight spaces might be a challenge, but the raw cool factor it brings makes up for all of that. It stands out in traffic, not just because of its aggressive styling but because very few people even know what it is. It's one of those rare machines where true enthusiasts will stop and ask questions. They know what they're looking at. Now let's talk value. The Pajero Evolution has seen a massive surge in interest over the past few years. Collectors and off-road fans alike are recognizing its importance, not just as a rare SUV, but as a motorsport-bred machine that truly earned its stripes. The values of clean examples are going up fast. If you're lucky enough to find one in good condition with all its original parts, especially those iconic Recaro seats and factory body kit, it's a solid investment. Maintenance, however, can be tricky. Parts availability isn't as easy as for a standard Pajero or Montero, especially when it comes to suspension components and body panels. But that's the trade-off you make when you're driving something this rare and special. One of the best things about the Pajero Evolution is how well it has aged. Visually, it still looks bold and aggressive, like a concept SUV that somehow made it to production. The wide fenders, dual hood scoops, and rear roof spoilers still look fresh. It's a perfect blend of 90s Japanese design and motorsport function. In an age where many SUVs look like bloated crossovers, the Pajero Evolution stands out as a true off-road hero. It's muscular, purposeful, and designed with grit. For enthusiasts in the USA, the Pajero Evolution is finally becoming easier to import, thanks to the 25-year import rule. That means American fans can now get their hands on this piece of rally history legally and take it out on local trails or weekend adventures. It's a fantastic option for those who want a vehicle with character, performance, and a legendary backstory. It's not just an SUV, it's a piece of motorsport history. Whether you're into overlanding, off-roading, or just collecting rare JDM vehicles, the Pajero Evolution is a dream machine. In a world filled with soulless crossovers and luxury trucks with more screens than sense, the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution is a refreshing blast from the past. It reminds us that true performance doesn't always need turbochargers or EV batteries. Sometimes, all you need is a properly tuned V6, a championship-winning chassis, and the guts to go where others won't. It's rugged, it's rare, and it's still relevant. That's why the Pajero Evolution deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame, and maybe even in your garage. Thanks for watching Prime Review. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, we've got more legendary machines coming your way soon.